Hey, welcome back to Hannity Fox News Alert. According to an explosive new report by The Hill's John Solomon, newly declassified memos detail how the National Security Agency and FBI violated your civil liberties during the Obama years. Here on this explosive report from The Hill, John Solomon, circanews.com, Sara Carter. It starts out, I don't think TV's ever seen me with glasses before. The National Security Agency, FBI, violated specific civil liberties protections and during the Obama years, improperly searching, disseminating raw intelligence on Americans, failing to promptly delete unauthorized intercepts. This is exactly where we all started together in many ways. Tell us what you got.
Yeah, that's right. I think in March we talked, we find out some of the unmaskings were improper, illegal. And these documents for the first time show that there were instances where the FBI, the NSA unmasked American names, sent them across the intelligence community, and then had to call them back because it was illegal to have had those names. There's other things, too. They searched Americans' names illegally. They shared illegal information with people who weren't entitled to get Americans' names. So all the abuses that we were worried about at the beginning when we started talking about
this Brennan and Clapper? Because I suspect Brennan and Clapper and Rhodes and Rice and others still have their hands in the deep state.
Well, there's no doubt that this occurred on Barack Obama's watch. These are violations from 2009 to 2016. And I think their greatest impact, and I think Sarah can talk about this, is this may affect whether this law, this Section 702 law that allows spying on Americans, whether it gets renewed in December.
This is important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now what we know in talking to people on the Hill in Congress is that there are not enough votes to renew Section 702. And I can tell you that the intelligence community really relies on Section 702 to track terrorists, to search emails and financing, to prevent possible attacks, but the violation of this law has become such a threat right now that neither the House the House right now does not have enough votes to pass it. They want, one, accountability. They want an investigation. I know people want to know who the leakers are, and they want accountability before they're able to move forward with any kind of law. And that's what the stories like John just broke, the stories that John and I have been working on. I mean, my gosh. It seems like forever. Yeah, we've been reporting on these issues.
Bill Binney, former NSA whistleblower, once told me that every email of every American, every text message, every phone call is metadata stored and recorded. Is that true?
Certainly for a period of time that was true. Now, it's unclear today whether there's a database or not. This is a question of whether Clapper gave accurate testimony. Is there a database or not?
Sarah, the first question.
I should have done it.
I said that for your father. All right.
Yeah.
His dad just loves me.
Yeah. I don't blame him. All right, go ahead. You guys are a team.
Yeah. You know, there's a question about whether everything's in the database now or not. It's certainly accessible. We know that. And then these abuses are instances where people tapped that data, looked at Americans' data they shouldn't have been looking at.
And, Sarah, I've been told by people that I would say no, that, in fact, everything that comes out against Trump, they have already stored on a cloud, and it's all out there. And if Trump gains momentum, boom, they leak something else.
Okay, those
are... Is that a conspiracy theory?
Those are allegations that I've also been aware of, and that's something that still needs to be investigated. We haven't been able to prove either way if that is true. What we do know is that talking to sources, people within the intelligence community, that they believe that it was set up for these leaks to come out one after the other to go after the Trump administration.
There was something that happened on Friday. A lot of people missed this. Senator Richard Burr, chairman of that Senate Intelligence Committee, said, in this unmasking probe, we now have evidence that some of the people whose names were unmasked were later leaked in the media. That's the first time someone in a knowing position, first time that someone said it publicly.
All right, when we come back.